Kyle, back with Thy Gardners Garage. Excuse me. We are in my garage. We're in the garage. It's getting late. I actually did a bunch of wrenching already today. Got my dog right there. Axel. Good boy. He's like, don't bother me, bro. I'm waiting for my mom. I don't care about you. I already know what he's thinking. So, did a bunch of wrenching today. I needed to really focus on the truck. We're talking about the burnout truck. I really needed to focus on the rear end. We were putting the spool in, and I'm not sure if you guys were watching or that go on the axle shafts, and then there's two stubs that you go in, have holes in it, and the one goes on the other side, and then that actual axle pin, carrier bearing pin, not carrier, but I don't know freaking what exactly that thing is called. That big long pin that goes in there and locks everything together. It was not going in because the axle stubs, for some reason, were so close together because of the new spool I put in that it wouldn't accept that freaking pin. I was trying to slide it in. So what I had to end up doing is shave down about this much on the pin. It's like a freaking whole circle, right? So I did a half moon on one side and a half moon on the other side. So it's looking like a freaking D on both sides. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And I did a little bit, slid it in, freaking wouldn't work, did more, slid it in, finally got it to accept it, and we put her back together. If you guys look closely, there is freaking burnout marks right there, boys. There's actually two. So 11s are getting there, man. But we are actually pumping out this list right here. So we got a list we've been going through. As you can see, we've been knocking things off of it. There's freaking, what did I counted it earlier? Handbrake. I really got to dig that handbrake up still. So handbrake, axle flip kits go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's just 10 more things. Down here is just doing my freaking lighting sponsorship when actually it's already up here. So what did I just say? 11 things? There's 11 things we still got to do the truck. Most importantly, right here, it says transmission shop. We only have first gear on this truck, guys. Wah, wah, wah. I know. Everything else is going really smooth. I've been able to get it to run. I've been getting freaking the O2 sensors to respond. All the freaking codes are going away. It's not overheating anymore. Freaking got the mini spool in the rear end. It's freaking actually been responding. Everything I've done except for working on the transmission. I put new servos in the transmission, 2 servos. What's up, everybody? What up? I put new servos in the transmission. It's a 4L60 and put new what's it called, filter, new fluid, and we only still got first gear and reverse. So that's kind of the bullet we got to bite on this truck, man. But look, you see those 2 freaking burnout marks right there? I locked it up and kind of swung it that way. So she is gonna swing, guys. My wife, right when I freaking hit the brake and started power sliding it, my wife's like, don't do a burnout. Try to let it rip a little bit. It's like, okay, I don't want to blow up the spot, right? You can't shit where you eat. But we got to make sure the mini spool works, right? I'll take you guys. So I just popped it right here. Did a little breaker on her. Let it out. If I would have hit the gas a little bit more, it would have swung way out. I felt it wanting to slide, but it's in front of my house. I don't want to tear it up too much, you know what I mean? That freaking long buddy right there is already from me in a different truck. So, yup, mini spool. It's a 10 bolt. It's got 30 spline axles, so they're actually kind of beefy. If you think about it, from the factory, 30 spline axles is pretty beef, I feel. It's got the stock exhaust on it still. That freaking exhaust is going away real soon. So tomorrow, we're actually doing the axle flip kit. Here it is. Boom. Let me grab it right here, guys. So tomorrow will be axle flip kit time. Not sure if you guys have ever done one of these before. So we'll be doing an axle flip kit on it. It's sitting like a June bug right now. It's sitting all freaking bowed up, but I don't really like that. I'd rather sit kind of the other way. Not super like this, but kind of just a little slant to it, right? Don't mind my fingers, man. I've been wrenching like a mofleaky on this thing. But yes, we're doing an axle flip kit. I still got to do the alignment, the front end. That tire is freaking not sitting right at all. I got brand new tires for it over here in the back of my other truck. Wheels, excuse me. So these are 2024 stock Silverado wheels. I have all 4 of them. There's 2 right there. The other 2 are hiding back here in my other C10. I got 3 C10s, guys. These 2 are just tucked. They're kissing each other. They're almost touching. There's daylight in there. So here are the other 2. They're all in good condition. No scratches, no nothing like that. But what I'm getting at is I plan on painting them, dude. I think I'm going to do them black. I'm going to pop out the center piece right here. I'm going to keep that bronze right there. I really like that Chevy emblem, that bow tie. I'm going to keep that color. And I'm going to paint that truck over there. Let me get my hand out of the way. That truck that's multicolors, I'm going to paint it this color right here. I'm going to paint it green. I'm going to match this truck. It's hard for you guys to see. This truck is dirty. This is my drift truck. So what I'm getting at is I'm going to have a drift truck, C10. I'm going to have a burnout truck. And they're damn near going to be the same color. I'm going to put the same freaking Thy Gardners Garage logo on top. What up, brother? Repeat everything from the start. We're doing freaking mini spool on this truck right here, man. This is my 2000 Chevy Silverado. I just did a mini spool on it. Look it. We just did a quick brake stand to make sure it works. And I picked this truck up super cheap. Obviously, you see it's got 2 different color doors. It's got a different bed. It's like 4 or 5 different colors. This truck is salvage title. That's why it's so cheap. I fixed the door panel. The door panel was falling off when I first got it. Didn't have the panel down there. I swapped out the center column. I don't want to make it nice. I just want it to function. This will be the thing. Good, cheap. Poof. Oh, shit, all falling down. I gotta get a new top for that freaking center console. Not trying to make it super nice. I just want it to be functional, right? So let me start it up for you guys real quick. Functional when I go to burnout, man. This here steering wheel's got this freaking shit falling down, dude. I'll pull it off and just replace the steering wheel, but let's start her up. Look, so she starts up, guys. She don't run the best, but look at no more codes, no more check engine light. Put new spark plugs in it, did an oil change. That is low coolant. The coolant is topped off more than it could freaking even take. I top it off on almost every time and it keeps freaking overflowing. I don't know why. It's still got the stock exhaust on it. Trans worked on. It ain't nothing special right now. It sounds like you can hear and more than you can hear the exhaust out the back. So yep, we're knocking away at this list right here, guys. I'm actually sponsored on the headlights. I've been waiting to get the affiliate link all dialed in before I replace those headlights. I actually have lenses and brand new bulbs. So the bulbs is what I'm sponsored on, not the lenses. Look, if you listen closely, it sounds like you can hear the rod bearings. On that note, I got a 5.3 right there. You can see it right there. Let me get my hand out of the way. That we're going to start building up to put in this here truck. So don't even worry. We're getting this truck. I'm going to hit up Texas Speed, see if they'll sponsor us, or just knock down a little bit of price on a kit. Let's get us a cam, some springs, some lifters, and we're going to send it on this truck, boys. You guys see how it's all sitting all jacked up like this? I would say, hold on. It's sitting like this, jacked up in the back. We're going to be changing that tomorrow. In that box right there is an axle flip kit. So axle flip kit will be going down, boys. Yep, I got this truck super cheap. Catch you guys up. This is my freaking list. Oil change, parking brake, a whole bunch of shit. We're knocking off. We're gonna paint this shit forest camo green, dude. We're just gonna do a super cheap Rattle cam paint job, dude. Damn near the same shit I did on that truck in the garage. So yes, sir. We shut it off. We don't need to keep it running for no reason. I had to cut and grind and freaking do so much shit to get that thing to work, dude. telling you. Yup. We're just knocking little things off this truck every day, dude. Change the oil, spark plugs, if I didn't say that earlier. I plan on getting a whole better freaking air intake system. It's got to have a MAF sensor, so we're going to have to actually plan for that. Definitely have to plan for that, man. I would go ripping around the block, but my friggin' neighbors are not gonna like that. Where you guys all watching from? Drop a comment down below where you guys are watching from. I got the seat right here, guys. This is the actual extra seat for the passenger seat. What do you guys think I should charge for it, man? I'm thinking like, I'll take 20 bucks for it, dude. I'm gonna put it up on Marketplace for 50 and let people talk me down to 20, right? Is that how that kind of works? I don't want to lowball people or Jew people, whatever the hell you want to call that, right? But we're just, I don't know. It's getting too dark. We're not going to be freaking tearing the whole truck apart to do the axle flip kit tonight. We're going to be doing the axle flip kit in the morning. I'm sure if it's going to need some modification, grinding, welding, all that good shit. So we don't want to start all that tonight. I guarantee it's not going to be plug and play. If that freaking mini spool back there was not plug and play, I had to cut the fuck out of it. You can guarantee that freaking axle flip kit's not going to be plug and play. So, we got the lights we got to still install, guys. We're going to paint the truck. We're going to paint the rims. Those are 18-inch rims, so we need 18-inch tires. There's a spot in Rio Vista. It's about 30 minutes out of my way on the way home. I'm going to go pick up a bunch of tires for like 15 bucks a tire, dude. That's really cheap when you want to do burnouts, dude. Front bumper. Man, I might be able to cross that off the list. There's a few, look at that. See that big dent right there? I'm still kind of, I don't know. I got a press in the back. I might be able to set it up in the press and just slowly get a 2x4 and work that way out. Work that dent out. I'm not trying to make it a show truck, but that looks like an easy dent that I could just bonk, pop it right out. Hood. Oh, shit, right here. I was talking about getting a new hood before I fixed it. Right here, you guys can tell I did a bunch of welding and cutting. When they put, whoever before me put this new fender and door on, and I think it's the hood. The hood is just not aligned at all, dude. Let me show you guys real quick. Flip you guys around. Set this on my other truck. Trucks galore. So, you guys can see that gap starts right here, and then it goes. It don't open up that bad, but it was way worse right here. It was like 2 inches almost right here before. It's still, I can't quite fit my finger in. I can almost do 2. I can almost do 2 before. So I had to weld it up. The hood was splitting from itself. This truck probably was in a wreck, man. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll live with that gap, dude. That gap, if you look at it right here, it ain't that bad. The whole hood is kind of shifted to the side. You look over here and the gap is like nothing. I freaking unbolted it and bolted it, and I did so much. Tried. Okay, what up, dude? What up? What up? We got a list going for the truck. To the 2000 Chevy Silverado, guys. Tires, the front bumper. Need to install those headlights and bulbs. I'm sponsored on headlights. Excuse me, the bulbs, not actual the headlight lenses. I actually got brand new lenses sitting in the garage. I'm waiting to do them both at the same time. New hood, alignment. I need an alignment, dude. I think I'm just gonna align it myself, dude, because I plan on getting what's it called? Fuck. They're called knuckles on these trucks. They're not spindles. I plan on getting aftermarket knuckles from Life on Limiter that gives me hella more angle, so I could steer around these mofleekies. But still, you know what I mean? I want angle in this truck. Not trying to freaking be funny. Front end alignment, transmission. So I'm thinking that transmission is one that's going to be the key ticket and cost us some money. Hood alignment, that's damn near done. I can mark that off the list right now, guys. Boom! One thing I can mark off. Come on now. We're doing it. Hood alignment. I did that the other day and didn't even think about it. Right there. hood alignment. Paint the truck. I still got to buy the paint. Paint the rims. It says paint the rims. I still got to buy the paint for that. Tires. Like I said, I still got to buy the tires. Front bumper. I'm not going to quite cross that off because it still needs to be tightened up. And then that freaking dent might need to be worked out, right? Front end alignment. I'm going to do that front end alignment myself. So we're getting close, guys. We are getting close. Where are you guys watching from? Drop down right here. Drop a comment where you guys are watching from. I'm in Central California. It's warm out. If you guys can't tell by look at my face. Hot. It's like 98 degrees out today. 99, something like that. Didn't quite hit triple digits. Whew. Going inside. Freaking grab me another Bruja. Oh, man. I forgot my wife took off to go get some. Guess what? Don Julio it is. I'm just going to take a little shot. Okay. Let me pour up a shot real quick. Guys, bear with me. You guys down with the Don Julio Reposado? Don Julio Reposado. We're going to do a quick little shot of Rooski. It's Friday night. Why not, right? All right. How am I going to do this? I'm going to multitask, guys, right? I'm going to set you up right here. Hopefully you'll stay. Got some salt. My freaking hands are dirtier than shit. Just make a man out of you, right? That dirt. Grease. All right, we got a little bit of salt on there. Salud. Ooh. I don't have a chaser. That's why I did the salt after, man. I don't have a chaser, so. At least that salt will bite it a little bit, right? Whew. All right, guys. Let's go back out in the garage. That's what y'all here for, man. I gotta show you guys one thing, man, in my fridge, dude. We just bought this fridge. It's like 2023 model. Dude, it does craft ice, boys. I'm usually the only one that drinks it, so, but craft ice, round ice. Once you guys get these going, you'll never go back to regular ice. Now we're talking about ice. This is a freaking truck channel. What are we doing? All right. You guys want to see my drift truck, man? This mofleaky is bad. Oh, it's a 6.0 LS. It's got a T56. It's got QA1 all the way around. Uppers, lowers, coilovers. It's got QA1 in the rear. It's got a 9-inch. It's got, frick. What is it? It's got freaking, obviously, coilovers in the rear. It's got a triangulated, like, 5-link. I don't even freaking know. It's got the 4, the original 4 from the QA1, and then it's got a link that goes from the actual axle to the frame, dude. It's crazy. The drive, the rear diff, axle, obviously the same shit. It's wild. Yep, look at Thy Gardners Garage. You guys see the deal. You know the deal. But look at, you see that QA1? We're sponsored by QA1 on this truck. The main reason why we got that other truck, not that one, the one over there, is because the steering on this one, look at, I'll show you. So I did a whole bunch of steering, look at components, 2-to-1, and then drives down there, and then it goes to a rack and pinion. Clearly, it's got an aftermarket rack and pinion, right? So look at this tire. You see that tire pointed kind of to the right, left, whatever you got is for you guys' direction. See it pointed in a direction? Now let's take you over here and look at this tire. This tire is pointed the fucking opposite direction. That is not good. It means the truck was driving like this. Now it's driving kind of like that. When I was pulling it in the garage, it was like, it was making freaking burnout noises from the tires being the opposite directions. So it's not the freaking tie rods. It's not the tie rod ends. It's actually inside that freaking rack and pinion. It's a Mustang 2 rack and pinion. That shit's starting to separate, dude. So I know you guys see this truck and you're like, holy fuck, what are you doing? Putting your money into that one. Not a whole lot of money into that other one. This one's got, I can't even bring myself to count up how much money's into that one. Hurts my feelings, but it's gonna make me miss the drift season if I try to keep that truck going, dude. So that's why we got this one over here, and we're gonna get it dialed, and we will be hitting the events 100% with this one. Yes, sir. Flip it, handbrake, and she's almost there, boys. I'm telling you, almost there. It's hot out here. Hot out here in Northern Cali. What up, guys? Like, subscribe. See you tomorrow morning. We'll be doing the axle flip kit. See ya.